Dumelang banni, bahlali, sanibonani. Thanks for joining me and continuing in this journey. Last as ningbonile mos nekilimo kelvota about a very cheap computer that you can buy, which was secondhand. It was a desktop computer. Now, today in this video, we'll talk about peripherals, which is anticlimactic because right now I'm showing you devices that work without a lot of peripherals, but we'll come back on that one. On my last video, I have mentioned load shedding. Asking yourself, what is this load shedding? So for non-South Africans, that's basically, in your term, rolling blackouts. In my neck of the woods, arena case, aguna case, so on that note, I'll look at layer computing and conveyor and its peripherals that I'll show you now, even these two ones that you see, and figure out how much power they use. If I'm lucky, it might be in this video. If I'm not, I got you. So let me tell you something personal about me. I am a lazy person. However, I do not mind working very hard to ensure that I remain lazy. Come to think of it, maybe that is why I'm having chest pains. Hey. In my younger years at school, I did mathematics. Now there's a part of mathematics called geometry. So this is a circle. Now this line in a circle is called a tangent because it touches the circle at one point. Now, with what we're doing is a circle. That's the point that we are doing. But this line is where we are right now, taking a tangent. So let's get back to the main story. Mouse. This is a computer mouse. A wireless mouse to that extent. And this will be the main way that you interact with a computer. Now this is an input device for a computer. Actually, I didn't even introduce it. Computers in peripherals have both output and input. Now this is an input device. Learn how to use it and you'll be happy. Now, main cause of us to actually use a mouse is because computers have graphical user interfaces. I'll show you all this weird and gibberish acronyms. This is a wireless mouse. You can get a wired mouse. Now this one uses USB and battery. Wired mouse, you don't need batteries. You just plug it in, it should work, provided that you are on the graphical user interface. Mngani wami, usayodlala i-keyboard. I-keyboard mngani wami, i-keyboard. Now this is a computer keyboard. Hi, you can play on it provided that it's connected to a computer. Alone, there's no music here. Paired with a computer, it will do wonders. This is a second main way of interacting with a computer. This is another input device. It does have output. Those are the LED lights to actually highlight whether it's on caps lock or on number lock. So it's actually both input and output, but essentially main input device. Now this is a USB keyboard. It's wired. You can also get them wireless. Wireless, expensive. Wired, very cheap. Now I'm not reviewing the keyboard itself. I am just highlighting a peripheral input device. Keyboard. You must just know it. This is another peripheral, an output device. This is a printer. If you've ever held a piece of paper with some writing, it would have come from a device like this. Not this one specifically, but a device like this. They come in many forms. However, they are a dying breed. Why am I saying so? Hi, we are going paperless. Ever since COVID-19, I don't remember people be signing with a paper and a pen. There's Adobe for that. Anyway, this is a printer. You can connect it on your computer in many ways. The reason I've got this beast is because it offers multiple options of connecting to it. But the big way is the one there you see on the side. It's got a USB cable. Now that USB cable, you connect it on your computer, you install the software, then you run Microsoft Word or even Notepad or any text input device, text software. Write some text, press print, and make sure you've got paper. It prints it out. It prints it out. It outputs. See, output device. Not input, output. Input, scanners. This doesn't scan, just prints. You must know. This is history I'm making. This alien looking device is another peripheral. This is called a router. It actually has two items built in, both a switch and a router. Now it's another peripheral. Now this is an I/O device. Why do they call it I/O? Well, the I stands for input, the O stands for output. So it does both. Why do I say that? Now, with this device, you can both send data to the computer and also extract data to the computer. Now, this communication device will help you a lot. Actually, come to think of it, a lot of people in today's world, they are using these things, but they don't even see them. Next to it is called a LAN cable, RJ45 to call it with its aka name. Just know it. Here is another output device. If you want to see my fingerprints there, you can get my phone and then use those fingerprints to unlock. Sorry about that. But this device is strictly output, no input. There are other devices like this one called a screen, LCD. My one is an LCD from LG, but I'm not reviewing the screen. I want you to know the peripherals. This is an output device. Its main purpose is to show you stuff. So if you connect it to a computer, you turn this device on and also your computer, then it boots up to an operating system, then you'll see some picture there. Outputs, you are seeing, your eyes are input, you are seeing output from the screen. Output device. Now the screen that I have here has one type of connector. It uses HDMI. Now the computer that I showed you yesterday has a display port. Now that other dongle thing next to it, that's called a converter. It converts the display to HDMI to the screen. Then you watch, then you are happy. Yeah, just know, you should have cleaned the screen, eh? But in any case, it's not about the screen. I picked it up. That is why it doesn't have a stand. I'll show you some other time my setup. Cables, cables, cables. Now most of the peripherals that you've seen require power, but not all of these are for all those peripherals. Just to describe, this is for the HP laptop that you saw at the beginning of this video. Not a peripheral, but this is for the peripheral. This is for the router, and this is for the Lenovo desktop that you've seen, the mini PC, that brought us here. That one on the side is to power on the printer. Just make sure that when you get these things, when you get these peripherals, if they need power, you have its power input so that you get it powered. It works. Laptops. These are basically the same as that mini PC that I had shown you. The only difference is that the peripherals are built on a single body and are powered from a single power source. No many cables. Here is a laptop, M1 MacBook Air, on the other side HP. I don't discriminate on brands, myself. I'm very diverse. But in any case, coming back to the peripherals, as you can see there, HP has both a touchpad and a knob for mouse as an input, and it also has a keyboard. And this thing that's standing upright is called a screen. They are usually LCD, some come with OLED, but those are neither here or there. Here the peripherals are built in onto this body. Now, these laptops, they come with batteries. So the peripherals are powered from a battery. How do you power on a battery? You would use a barrel plug, as I showed you that the HP laptop has one. Now these ones, for the power that we require for this journey that we're looking for, are powerful enough, but they cost a lot more. Hence, to save yourself money, get a mini PC. So I took the liberty of going to the eBay of Mzansi, my platform of choice, Buy. I still don't have a sponsor yet. We'll work on it. And looked at the peripherals. How much are you gonna pay in total? Screen, I saw one running at about 417 each. Mouse and keyboard totaling 50 rands. Shop around, look at them. Buy and get yourself ready. At this point, I would love to leave you. Do the right thing. Subscribe, follow, and share.